Good morning, Big Square, roadtoruta.com with your morning of Z's, your sip of coffee. Got a lot of emails about SGT Report's latest posting interview with this guy, Louis Camarosano, about silver. He's saying silver sucks. Well, I didn't say silver sucks. He had just no idea what he's talking about. I'm sorry, Louis, but he has a very myopic view of silver. He sees, basically he's comparing silver to gold and said, oh yeah, the silver gold ratio should be where it is. Silver's not not interested. No central banks are interested in it. No countries are interested in it. I think that's a complete opposite, Louis. I'm sorry. I think central banks and countries are absolutely 100% interested in it, interested in keeping the price down. They know that any country or any central bank that starts storing silver as a store of value would immediately get blown off the face of the planet. The reason is silver is the keystone to running the unbacked fiat monetary system, Louis. You should know this. You sound like a monetary guy. You just don't get it, apparently. The reason silver's price isn't up at 1-to-1 with gold is because of manipulation, 100%. There's whistleblowers and all that. I mean, it's obvious for people who've studied silver, and this guy seems pretty studied. He's got this myopic view of, well, central banks aren't holding silver, so it must not be of value. He needs to think the exact opposite way. They hold gold because they know there's a hell of a lot of it, but it's also a store of value. They cannot hold silver because it would destroy the whole fiat monetary system if they did. And that's what he really doesn't get. And besides all the other stuff that he completely is clueless about, mainly industrial demand and supply and demand dynamics. I mean, you got all the gold in the world that has been mined is pretty much sitting in a vault. Whereas you have all the silver in the world that's been mined, 95% of it is gone. Gone, consumed in little tiny bits within, flat screen TVs and computers and electronics that have been thrown away in the middle of a junk heap. So to say, oh, no, the gold silver ratio should be up at 70, 80, he's just clueless, absolutely clueless. And Sean pushes back a lot with this guy, but he's really taking a myopic view that if central banks don't own and hold silver, they don't care about it. I would say it's the exact opposite. The reason they don't own it, the reason they don't have it in their possession is they know that it would destroy everything else. As far as retail demand, it's obvious why retail demand has gone down is because the price is being suppressed. With like any investment, people chase price. And Sean just started, talking to him about, hey, what about the J.P. Morgan manipulation from $50 down? I think it was a manipulation up and down. But yeah, if the price kept going up, silver demand would be going through the roof. It was allowed to be freely traded, silver demand as a store of value. I don't think it could be used as a means of exchange anymore because it's too valuable. But I mean, the whole argument is just ridiculous. And I'm like shaking my head, but it is very timely. And Sean does good to push back on this guy, but he's a smart guy. He's just thinking about one thing. He's looking at price, and that's how powerful price manipulation is. This guy's all about, the price of gold versus the price of silver over the past. Manipulation is so powerful. It has turned Louis Camarosano, whatever. It's flipped his mind into thinking the exact opposite of what should be going on. Silver should be the most valuable store of value in the world today, but it can't be with manipulation. And it has worked on Louis. Manipulation worked on the psychology of Louis and of many people, of most people, truthfully. But the timing of this is really cool, really good, because I have just posted a private road discussion for those of you who are Road Route Private Road members on the very topic. I have a deep conversation with silver about silver with Chris Marcus of Miles Franklin. We get into important stuff, not the stuff Lewis is talking about why silver is so valuable and why it's absolutely must have. And it's so cheap. And that's the amazing thing. It's so cheap, it's almost free. And you'll look back at these days and say, oh my God, I'm very glad I did not listen to Lewis and I listened to Pix, because I watched his interview with Chris Marcus and said, oh my God, if I don't have a massive amount of silver in my possession, I'm going to miss out on something gigantic, because something gigantic is absolutely going. And there's lots of reasons for it. But don't get suckered into believing silver's not very useful as anything just because the price has been suppressed to these ridiculous lows. And one of the things Chris brings up, which is 100% true, California gives okay to require solar panels on new houses. Not okay, a requirement. Okay to require. So any new houses built in California after 2020 have to have solar panels. Now, solar panel demand, I mean, it's only the last 6-7 years that really made any difference in the silver market, but now it's up to like 130 million ounces a year. Where's that going to come from? Where's the silver going to come from in these solar panels? Yes, they're getting more efficient and using less silver, but still demand keeps popping up because the solar panel distribution in California keeps popping up. And now it's going to be required. Right now, it's estimated like 9% of the houses have solar panels. It's going to be required that 100% of the new houses, no matter what the price of silver, California's lost their minds. There's not enough silver on planet Earth for this. And then theoretically, as the supply goes down, the price is supposed to go up, but it's not gonna until a point where it breaks. Then when it breaks, the price goes up and all the investors like Lewis will be running into it. But it'll be too late because you can't get your hands on it, and silver will go to, you name your price. I think it'll go ultimately, the peak silver price should be 1-to-1 with gold. So right now gold's $1,200-1,300. Silver should be $1,200-1,300. 100 times what it is today. Is that crazy? Not really. If California already passed the law. 2020 is when they require every single new house being built has to have solar panels, unless it's exempt because they don't have enough sun or whatever it is. But how is the silver market, which is already, it's at almost 20% of the silver demand comes from solar panels, 15 to 20%. How in the world, I think 15%, how in the world are they going to triple that or quadruple that? It just can't happen. But here's a law mandating it. So load up on your silver. Don't listen to Lewis. He got stuck. He got stuck in the price paradigm. When they rigged the price, that's the whole concept of rigging prices is about. It's the exact opposite of, people do the exact opposite when investing. When price goes down, they don't buy, they sell. When price goes up, they buy. So Lewis's mind is all twisted around. Price of silver has been going down, has been suppressed compared to the price of gold. So he says, sell, sell, sell. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Come on, dude, wake up. So if you want to join the Road to Ruta and get this discussion, I think it's over an hour. We talked about everything. And it's a good one. And Chris is working on a silver book, which I'm real excited about. He's interviewing all kinds of people, which is awesome, which is cool. So check it out. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe today. And yes, I am still giving away 100 Theta, but I will also give you the 500 Theta fuel. Those of you who already made the transfer, we're just sitting waiting today. Your Theta fuel should be added to your Theta wallet, which is cool. So if you subscribe today, I will send you to your Theta wallet on your phone 100 Theta and 500 Theta fuel, as well as a silver coin mailed to your front door. All right, now let's go over to what's going on in the manipulation world. Veritasium got slammed by 25%. Everybody's like, what happened? What? There's no news. Veritasium is the anti-banker, anti-exchange. Everybody hates Veritasium because Veritasium can take out the bad guys. So yes, it is easy to manipulate Veritasium. Screaming by, it dropped 25% on no news, and there's what happened. Bang! Look at that. It only took a little tiny bit of volume to slam it down. Here's why. Look at the markets. Look at where Veritasium is traded. Nowhere. It's traded basically nowhere. Mercatox, Fat BTC, which is like a derivative exchange. Look at the volumes. Not even $1 million in volume at Mercatox. Well, about 1 million. And I'll guarantee you, try to go buy a bunch of Veritasium on Mercatox, they're going to shut it down for maintenance. Fat BTC, I don't even think you could take it off, and Ether Delta is almost impossible to use. So basically, Veritasium is not traded anywhere. Is it hard to manipulate it down? Yes. No, easy. No, it's so easy. If you have like $1,000, you could probably manipulate Veritasium down. It is insane. So yes, a 25% drop. It'll disappear overnight. It'll jump back up. Extremely volatile, extremely good token to own. Everybody should have a substantial chunk of Veritasium. This is a gift. It's a 25% gift, if you ask me. Remember this number, $12.73. Talk to me in a month. Talk to me in a month about $12.73 at Veritasium. I'm going to write that down. $12.73. You can buy Veritasium all you want, right? No, you could probably buy a couple $1,000s worth before it jumps up to $15. That's how thinly traded Veritasium is. That's how much they want to keep it out of the public eye. Really interesting stuff. All right. So you got your silver, you got your Very update. I'm working on another video with my son, actually, this time for They, because he's interested in this song and he's pretty good at making videos. So I'm like, let's make a video together, father-son thing. So I'll let you know that it'll take a while because we want to go to the headquarters of all these media companies. So go to the YouTube headquarters and be singing under the sign. We got this conceptual thing going. It's going to be a hoot. And I'll get that out at some point. And don't forget, I'm going on with Bitcoin Ben and Jay Sniff for today on a conference call, and we're going to announce to the world that the Bitcoin Ben meetup is happening and the charity event the night before. If you go into the meetup, you got to go to the charity event the night before. We're raising money for Litecoin Lisa's charity. I will be performing the Freedom Roadshow, Ruda's Freedom Roadshow. Similar to what I did in Acapulco, except a couple new songs and some differences. And I will be singing They and talking about They. And I think they are in deep shit these days. Trump's talking about shutting them down. So this song is very timely. And it's fun having a song that resonated with so many people. It's gotten the most views. And YouTube likes to ban my music stuff, so I think we're at 4,000 views. It'll probably stick there for a good 10 years. Even though it's been viewed on my site over 10,000 times, it's only got 4,000 views. How is that? How is that possible? Basically, they're stealing money, although they didn't even monetize it. They won't allow the monetization to happen. Insane. So, but if you want to go to that the road show in Blanco, Texas on Friday night, click on that link right under there at Road to Ruda, and there's Litecoin Lisa and her daughter Mia, who passed away I think it was a year ago, a few years ago. But this is Lisa's putting together a charity for her, and in her name, and amazing story. And I'm gonna have her tell the story when we have the road show, and it's going to be a really fun event. And I will be playing. The cost is $100 per person to donate to the charity. It includes dinner, and you can pay with Litecoin. If you want to pay with Litecoin, send me an email. I'll send you a Litecoin address. If you want to pay with fiat, there is a link right here to Litecoin Lisa's charity. You pay with fiat for every $100, you get one ticket for a certain amount of time, because this will sell out. I guarantee you this will sell out. It's not a huge venue. It's at the Old 300 Barbecue in Blanco, Texas. So if you're going to be in Blanco on Friday night, it is the place to go. And it's going to be a blast, a big party, and lots of fun and music and discussions. And the whole gang's going to be there. So make sure you get there early on Friday. We're going to start just meet and greet like at 5:30 or so. Dinner will be served at about 6. And great barbecue. Supposedly, I haven't eaten there, but we will be. And then the show starts about 7. Probably go for an hour and a half or so, or whenever, because we got to get to bed a little early because the big event, Bitcoin Bin's biggest crypto meetup ever, is happening the next day, guaranteed by Guinness Book of World Records, because it's the first one ever to go on the books. And it's going to be a lot of people and a lot of fun, a bunch of musical acts, a bunch of speeches. It's an old West town. I heard there's going to be a dunking booth so you can dunk Bitcoin Bin. I'm going to be first in line for that. And it's all for charity, and that's the cool thing. It is all for charity. So absolutely, if you can make it to Texas, it is something you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss it. And if you're going to be there Friday night, you better hurry up and get your tickets to the Freedom Roadshow. Yeah, that's your morning Horn of Z's, and you guys have a really good weekend. And don't cause any trouble out there. Keep an eye on, there's a lot of Q drops happening, so all kinds of Q stuff going on. So we might be getting close to something more exciting that we've had over the past, 10 years. I'll talk to you guys later.